any of these incomes, I need 2 years of history. That means in 2023, borrower must have received, I'm using overtime or bonus or commission. In 2022, again, borrower should have overtime, bonus, and commission. Now, let's say I'm telling borrower received overtime but not received any bonus in 2000, not received any commission in 2022, no commission, no bonus. But overtime, yes, he received overtime in 2023, he received in 2022 as well, but not bonus and commission. So now I could see I can use the overtime because borrower has received in 2024, that we could easily see 1200 so far. In 2023, he also received. In 2022, he received. So 2020, 23, he received 1000. In 2022, he received maybe 1200. In 2024, 1200. Bonus in 2023, he received, let's say, $900 and zero. Commission $600 and zero. Now, I don't have 2 years of bonus or commission history, only one year. I cannot use these two in. But overtime, yes, I can use overtime because for the previous 2 years, borrower has income, received overtime income, right? Borrower has received overtime income in the previous 2 years, so I can use the overtime. Is that clear to everyone? These income need to be calculated separately, but based on previous 2 years history. If he has history of receiving such income in the previous 2 year, only then we will be able to use these income. Is that clear to everyone? Any doubt? But in the first condition, previous 2 years history for the income for bonus, commission, and overtime. If he received one of the component, means he received only overtime in the past in the for the past 2 years, we will use only overtime. Bonus we cannot use because he didn't receive in 2022. Commission he didn't receive in 2022. We cannot use that. We can use overtime. But if he received all three, we can use all three. Any doubt related to the first condition of using overtime, commission, and bonus? There are two conditions first. One first condition, do we require overtime, bonus, or commission to qualify borrower? If yes, then only we will look the second condition. The second condition, does borrower have 2 years of history of earning these income? Yes or no? Then only we will go and calculate the income. That is the third one. But first, are we able to calculate? Are we able to consider income? That is the previous 2 years history requirement. And the first one, do we need overtime, commission, or bonus income? Why do we need? Because borrower is not able to qualify with the regular income. So the first of all, we will simply calculate the regular income and will try to qualify borrower with regular income. That is the most solid income. If borrower is finding challenge to qualify for the loan with the regular income, DTI is appearing high than the limit, then only we will look for the overtime, commission, and bonus. This funda is clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Very
Yes, sir.
okay. Now, 2 years history. So, what document we look for the history? When it comes to previous 2 years history, the first document comes is the W2, right? W2. W2 means wages, and taxes. We can say yearly wages and taxes statement, means entire year statement. How much earnings you earned in the last year and how much taxes have been deducted from your salary, right? If you go and wanted to file the tax return, you need this statement. In India, where you are working, right, you will get a form 6. Based on this form 16, you can file your tax return. In US, they will be given W2. Based on W2, every employee will be able to file their tax return. This W2 show the total income we have earned in the year and total taxes, those have been deducted from our total earning, right? Total income earned in the year, total taxes deducted. So if I need to W2 for 2024, will I be able to get it?
No.
Why not? If I go to my employer and I tell, give me form 16 for 2024, Will it be possible for the employer to give me the form 64? Sorry, form 16? No, right? Because it's the number one, it's a yearly statement. Number two, employer might have deducted my taxes, but there is a possibility they will file or they will pay those taxes to the government at the end of the year. Most of the time, they will keep deducting the taxes, they will keep those taxes with them, and according to the policy they will go and pay that taxes later. So from 1st of Jan till December 31st, right? After that only W2 will be given to us. So for the current year, we will never have any W. It will only and only be for the past. Okay. Now let's see the W2. How does it looks like? Very simple form here. You will find employee social security number. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. It's a sample. So this is how. But you will find the SSN number here. Now, according to the policy, most of the W2 will appear like the last four digit. So that is also some W2 show the completes. Some W2 nowadays I notice that most of the W2 are being given with the XXX number, but last four digit will always. Employer identification number we need not to be find. Employer name and address. Big employer and address. You will always have your employer name and the address. Control number. Employee's first name and initial last name. Here is the employee name and her address. Now, if you wanted to check borrower previous 2 years of history where he lived, you can easily come to this. How long borrower is working with this, you will come to know from this employer name. If borrower pay stub for 2024 coming from the same employer, we can easily find out, okay, borrower is working with this employer since 2020, right? So employer name, address, employee name, address, and then wages. These are the three columns of the wages. We will always go for the number five, right? Number five. Now, why these are different? Let me show you. Let's see. I'm earning $15,000 per month, right? Now, lender, my not lender, but my employer is telling we are supposed to deduct 10%, means $1,500 will be deducted from your salary as a tax deduction, right? Tax deduction. And then I will be paid how much? 14,000, 13,500 I will be paid. So these are tax deduction and this is my gross income and this is my net income, right? This is how every pay stub we saw yesterday, so many pay stub, right? There were gross income and then there was a tax deduction, other deductions, and then the income, net income that was being deposited into my account. Is that clear to everyone? This is how it happens, right? Now,
Yes.
what I'm telling, so tax deducts. What I'm telling, see, you are taking 10% out of this 15,000, but you are not supposed to 15. Why? Because 15,000 income is my gross income, but then I have to pay $500. That is my insurance, maybe life insurance, and life insurance is always going to be deducted before my tax deduction. So what is my income? 15,000. This is what my income, because insurance need to be deducted. 15,000. In this 15,000, you are not, sorry, 15, but 14,500 is the total income. Then I am telling, but there is a child insurance also. So also deduct that, maybe $300 that is. So what is my total income? These are just hypothetical example, okay? Now 14,200. So now take the taxes from there. So in the similar way, this W2 is showing us. They are telling wages, tips, and income. Total, my gross income is 50,000, 50,000. W2 is showing us. They are telling wages, tips, and income. Total, my gross income is 50,000, 50,000. 50,000 is what my gross is, right? But then I am telling this is my gross. So Medicare tax withheld. They are telling we are going to provide you Medicare tax. So we are deducting this much of the taxes for your medical. Now, Social Security is also being deducted, means taxes. Social Security, it's a taxes for me, but overall at the end, I will be getting Social Security. So these are the tax, those have been withheld. These are the yearly statement. Total, I earned 50,000, right? But they have deducted tax. Then federal income tax. I am telling federal income tax could not be deducted on this because these two are the taxes which are giving me a kind of insurance, giving me a Medicare, right? You know in the US Medicare is free. Social Security, everyone will get a Social Security income after 63 years of age, right? So that is fine. Whatever my total income, it should be based on that. But then when government is going to take taxes, those will never be coming back to us, right? So borrower are telling that there are other, investment that I have done. So my taxes should be based on that. Since it's a sample, so number will mismatch, but that will be based on the lower salary. That is why these numbers, number one, number three, and number five are mostly going to be different. But the maximum total gross income will always reflect at column number five. So we will simply go and consider the income from column number five. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes.
Just 0.1%, or there is a chance of 2 3 in your entire lifetime, unless you are working for a specific group of people. You will see sometimes this income could be similar or higher, when mostly people are aged senior citizens and they do not pay social security or Medicare taxes. That time this could be the higher, or sometimes this could be the higher, but those are very rare, very rare. Sometimes you will see all the column are showing 50,000. So you can simply go for 50,000, right? Higher one. Gross income always need to be taken higher one. 99% cases, the number five is going to remain high. But if 0.1%, any of this column shows the higher income, because those could be special cases, not no Medicare taxes or social security taxes withheld, then that income could remain same, or this could be slightly higher. Very rare chance. But then you will go for the higher. Simple. Clear? If you ever work for the fraud analyst, underwriting auditor, or fraud analyst for the underwriting, right? There, or if you come across that this loan looks suspicious, it looks like borrower has taken somebody else pay stub or W2, and they have just changed the name and have added all the numbers according to their. I can just remove these numbers and can put another numbers. But there, the best thing you can do, always remember, this is going to be 1.5% of gross income, and this is going to be 0.2% of the, means your social security deduction will be 6.2%, and Medicare deduction will be 1.5%, right? If you wanted to check, you can check 50,000 into 1.45%, 7.25, right? The second, 50,000 multiplied by 0.20%, 3,100. So if you wanted to, if you come across that there is a suspicious activity, you can still use this formula. But that is not your job as an underwriter. But if you work ever, or if you come across any suspicious activity in the file, you can check whether these are authentic or not, right? For authenticity, you can use it. 6.2 is going to be your social security taxes, and 1.45 is going to be your Medicare taxes, right? So mostly in the W2, these are the column that you always need to see, W2 and the year of W, right? How many W2 do we need? Always 2 years W. 99.1% chances that sometimes your AUS is going to tell you that previous year income W2 need to be provided. Previous year means 1 year. Previous 2 years means previous 2 years. Most recent 2 years W2 need to be, means most 2023, 2022. Okay, very good. Now tell me, here is in my current job. I'm working in, let's say, US bank. In currently, I'm working in US bank. My job start date is April 2023 to present, right? Prior to that, I was working in the Arizona state. Here, I was working, job start date was December 2022 to March 15, 2020. Prior to that, I was working in the California state. My job start date was January 2020 to November 2022. Now tell me, how many W2s do we need in this case and which year?